AWLO, African Women in Leadership Organization, just concluded its annual conference in a very big way in Johannesburg, South Africa. And we're so privileged to have with us in the studio live the founder himself. What does AWLO do? AWLO is the foremost women organization, in my own view, on the African continent, because it's aligning all women and the organizations together in one solidarity to push the cause of the betterment of the women's condition on this glorious continent, Africa, and beyond. Please join me. I am Dr. Violet Arene. Welcome back. If you're just joining us for the first time, this is the Voice of Eve. Our topic today is AWLO, African Women in Leadership Organization. We are privileged to have with us today, live in the studio, the very founder, a man for that matter. It will be very interesting for all of us to hear from him and to see him and to understand what makes a man answer a calling for women and to advance the women's cause. Please just stay back and relax. It's my privilege, sir, to introduce you to our viewers. Everybody wants to know who is this man that is helping women. Yeah. Honorable Elisha Attai. Wonderful honorable.
Thank you, ma.
You are very welcome.
Thank
Founder
you.
Of AWLO.
Thank you, ma.
And the driver of AWLO. And the spirit behind AWLO.
Wow.
And doing a great job of it. You just finished your conference in South Africa. Tell us about AWLO and yourself.
I'm the founder of African Women in Leadership Organization. We call it AWLO.
Yes.
And I'm here. We've just finished a beautiful conference in South Africa that brings women leaders across the continent into Sandton at the Capital Empire.
Yes.
We had a great 1 week of impartition. I want to just thank every African woman for making yourself available to be that instrument that God will use to raise other African women to the level that you are. What we do in African Women Leadership Organization for the past 7 years, we've been on for 7 years, and this year was our 8th edition of African Conference.
Yes.
What we do is that we do programs all over the continent every year. We move from one continent to the other. For Africa, we also have what we call Global Conference that we do once in a year in the US. Because we started our global platform, we inaugurated a lot of chapters in the US. We started about 3 years ago.
Yes.
So for the past 3 years, we do one conference in Africa and one in the US every year. It's a platform for every woman. I'm one person that believes that every woman is a leader. But in pointing...
You're right.
Yeah, every woman...
I think we should give you a medal for that. Even the housewife.
Yeah, you're a leader. For you to lead your house...
You're a leader.
You're a leader. You know, sometimes people, they call and ask you, but this, when they see some of our women or some of our members, they say, I don't think I belong here. I said, why? He said, because the women are so sophisticated, they are in government, they are this. I said, no, you're missing it. It's a platform for women leaders in business, in government, in politics, entrepreneurs, even the youth.
Even the youth, young females.
The young female who want to be a good leader, who are aspiring to be African women leader, are invited to as part of the organization.
Yes.
And we have them all over the continent. Yes. We have them all over the US. By the grace of God, by the end of this year, we're going to go into Europe because there are a lot of African women leaders in diaspora.
Yes, you're in diaspora.
Yeah, so we try to make sure that this platform, we're not selfish with it. We're going to make sure that every woman who is aspiring to move from the level that you are to the next level, you should be part of AWLO. Because this is the only platform that brings women from all spheres of life to see how we can compare notes, how we can network, how we can see, and what can we do to mentor one another.
Yes.
Then you ask me about a man.
What makes a man dedicate to the cause of advancement of the women's cause so beautifully and so successfully? Because I was in South Africa,
Yeah.
and I saw you, how you related with the women. They're very relaxed with you, comfortable. You're giving them instructions, they're obeying. And it amazed me that we needed a man to be in the midst of us to do what we should do. Please tell us about yourself and AWLO, how you got this passion for women.
First of all, I am a media PR consultant.
Yes.
I'm the CEO of Studio 115 Integrated Services. We are content providers for Mnet and some other media outfits.
Yes.
And I've also do PR for a lot of women leaders across the continent. And having met with strong women leaders across the continent, I've seen that strong part of women. I'm so passionate about women that I'm passionate about women development. And I've seen the strong part of our women, what I mean are women, African women leaders. And I've also seen that gap, the vacuum. It was that vacuum that made me say, oh, you know what? If these people know what God has given to them, they can do better. And sometimes I say it's a calling, because 7 years ago I just started, I said, you know what? Let me see what I can do to pull the resources together.
Yes.
And see what can come out of it.
Yes.
Strongly, I believe there's so much that God has deposited in our women leaders. But the problem has been the realization by ourselves, women, knowing that they have the power. They have what it takes to do a lot. And there's a need for women to work together as one.
Thank you.
I saw those
You
lapses.
cannot say it better. It needed a man to bring us together.
Yeah.
Not only nationally within Nigeria, but in the continent. Because I saw Zimbabweans, I saw Tanzanians, I saw Americans, I saw South Africans, Nigerians collaborating, just being brought together by a man.
Yeah.
That point is very valid and strong, that women need to work together.
Yep.
You are showing us, aren't you,
Yeah.
the power of alignment.
Yep. Yeah.
Please tell us more.
Yeah. Like you saw in South Africa.
Yes.
And other programs, you can see that if we work together as one, there's a lot we can do. And also some women who have gotten to their peak, who are doing so well. For example, the Deputy UN Secretary General.
Yes, I saw her.
That was one of our speakers,
Yes.
the keynote speaker. She's been there. So the whole essence of bringing her to the conference is, Madam, you've been there. You've passed through. You've seen her bio.
Yes.
She has been everything.
She's been everything.
She's been
Minister,
ambassador.
everything.
She's been
Ambassador.
Everything. She's been to the peak. How did you get there?
How did you get there?
That's what AWLO is all about. Come and tell us.
Wonderful.
How did you
get there?
To get there.
Yes.
And if you don't belong to an organization like this, or if you don't attend our programs, you miss such opportunity, because she was detailed on what to do to get to that point. But sometimes we have strong women who are out there, but they don't have a platform to mentor the other ones.
Wonderful.
They don't even have a platform to compare notes, because you can't know it all. Even herself, you heard what she said.
Yes.
She also learned a lot within those few days of being together with other women from other countries.
Yes.
And secondly, you discover that AWLO also, we've started our youth platform. You saw a lot of South African youth
Yes.
coming to the conference to learn,
Yes.
coming to the conference to interact.
Man, they
to
were
see.
thirsty.
They
were even vocalizing it.
Yes, and you
They
see,
came, we want to know
They
how
want
to
to know.
become great women.
yeah.
Wonderful.
So if you don't give them such platform,
Yes.
and if you don't give them a platform where you can bring every good, powerful women in the continent, you don't put a platform like that where these children can ask these questions, how would they do it as they are growing up? Because don't forget, we're trying to raise the next generation of female leaders in the continent.
Yeah.
And the idea of AWLO also being in the US is to make sure that African women who are in diaspora don't cut off from what is happening in the continent. We started this organization 7 years ago. It was all about Africa. We moved from one country to the other in the continent until they cry from our women in diaspora as they come, Elisha, we should have this in the US. And And because I believe that we have strong women leaders, and thank God for our women who are in the Senate in the U.S. They make it a point of duty to be part of AWLO.
Are they Afro-American women?
They are African-American women who are in the Senate.
Yes.
They are part of AWLO.
Wonderful.
They made it possible for us to expand.
Wonderful.
Next month, we're inaugurating over 5 chapters in the U.S. And the chapters is growing every year. And by the grace of God, we also do that in Europe and in UK.
Europe too, because the women, African women are there too.
Yeah, definitely.
In Europe.
Definitely.
So
we're trying to raise a continent whereby women can be given a good voice, and they can also give an opportunity to do the right thing.
Yeah.
But before you get there, you have to equip yourself. So our conference is all about equipping women to be ready for the task ahead.
And that task will be successfully accomplished with the way things are going with women.
Definitely.
You know, spearheaded by AWLO. It's a wonderful platform. Yeah. I saw it. So this mentoring of each other, you know, the good feeling of solidarity, which I saw, even as the women dance together. They dance together, eat together.
It's a full package.
It's a full total package.
It's a total package. It's not just about the sessions we have, the workshops we have. We also try to make women to relax.
Yes.
For example, like you, I can't remember the last time you danced that way.
I don't know, and I don't remember when I did, but I lost my, when I saw Chief Dr.
Oprah Benson
dancing.
No, when I
and I said, my goodness, what am I doing? I got up too, and I wiggled too.
So we try to do that, give a platform where you can also relax.
Yes.
And you know, we put that at the end of the conference.
At the end of the conference.
So after you've done all the brain work and all that, at the end of the conference, we try to bring up programs that makes you relax, that makes you, you know, I might be the founder. Let me say that, because everywhere I go, these questions of, oh, you're man funding, you know, some people might say, why is it a man? I might be the founder that have done this, but the real thing is done by women.
Yeah, but
women own AWLO.
Women own AWLO, but there's a message from your participation in AWLO that women should accept that we need men.
Definitely.
And men should accept that they need women.
Completely.
We are, you know,
the synergy
and symbiotic relationship is there.
Makes you a better leader.
It makes you better.
We have a part to play.
I mean, you are a grateful soldier for women. There are things you do. Running around, you're flying here and there. Before South Africa, you were there. A woman, it may take her a little, you know, time
to adjust. And
we need women as foot soldiers in what we are doing. And we have available women-friendly, mother-loving men like you.
Thank you very much.
You are just wonderful. You are exceptional. And let me tell you something I saw, which our viewers might even notice, even as you are talking to Mama, because you're my son.
I'm your son.
Yes.
Yeah.
You are relaxed doing what you are doing.
Yeah.
And you just sit back and watch the women mentoring one another, or even enjoying the whole thing at the end of the day. And you're relaxed. You derive joy, don't you, in seeing us doing it right.
Yes.
Is that not? That is obviously one of your driving factors.
Yeah.
That's joy.
That's the vision.
That's a vision.
The vision is, how can we equip our women? How can we bring them out?
Yes.
How can they make them a voice? How can we make them do the right thing? How can they also make them realize that men are not the problem?
Thank you. I think I better rest it there. I was coming to that your message is a tacit one. It's not spoken. That you've been there inspiring women to advance their cause, makes it clear, everybody is seeing it, that men are not the problem.
Now,
women just need to do things better, and that success is by the corner, if only we can do the right things.
Of course.
Men are not the problem. As a matter of fact, we need you in the cause. That is your message.
Yes.
And it resonates beautifully and successfully.
Yes.
Now, talking about the content of the conference.
Yeah.
In your own view, in your own estimation, what did you come away with as the best thing that came out of the wonderful, presentations that were made there? Just one solid one. I have my own.
You have your own?
Yes.
The one that really makes me happy, which everybody agreed, even you,
yes,
is that synergy.
Synergy.
The synergy between man and woman
Wonderful.
in leadership position.
Wonderful.
We need one another.
We need one another.
These are the things that makes me happy.
Yes.
And secondly, when you see great women who are ready to sacrifice, someone like you flew down there,
yes,
someone like Oprah Benson,
yes,
and other top women
yes,
that came from Tanzania and other countries,
yes,
and you see them sacrificing, offering their time, offering their talent, offering their everything that they got to see how they can bring up such women across the continent. That makes me happy.
Thank you.
You know, the little breakouts that you people had,
yes,
breakouts, and someone like you, let me not go too far, you are here. Someone like you who tried to gather these young girls.
Yes.
They look at the stories that they said.
Yes.
Look at what came out. If they didn't have such platform, they won't say it.
They won't say it.
By the grace of God, by the backing of the UN and other international organizations who believe in what we're doing,
yes,
and who have also seen that we've been consistent,
yes,
who have also seen that we have a clear vision and mission. I think it's time for every woman
to join.
To join.
So
and
your
to
vision, let me add, your vision for the future then?
It's a continent that women are given equal opportunity to
yes,
excel. Just like the men.
Just like the men.
In whatever they are doing.
In fact, talking about excelling.
But the women have to prepare.
Thank you.
Before that. And that preparatory ground is what AWLO is doing.
Wonderful.
And one of the things we do in AWLO is making sure that every member of AWLO pick up at least a child.
Yes.
To
yes,
educate.
Yes.
A girl child and a boy child.
A girl child and a boy child.
And that program is called One Mother, One Child.
One Mother, One Child.
One Mother, One Child is not that you should give birth to one child.
Yeah.
But what it simply means that as a member of AWLO or as a woman, you try and pick up at least a child to educate. Because, you know the funniest thing? If you don't educate your neighbor's child and you're concentrating on your biological child, your neighbor's child will make the place
uninhabitable.
Yep, you got it right.
Because a security risk
for
your own child.
For your own child, because by the time he comes back from London or US and this guy is there, they can't even live in the house anymore because the guy must have joined armed robbery.
Yes.
So we try to tell our members, let's fight insecurity through education.
I think AWLO has adopted a wonderful project.
Yep.
One woman,
one mother, one child.
One mother, one child.
Yep.
Minimum. You can take more.
You can take 50. You can take 120.
And I also running programs for young females.
Yeah.
To take them off the streets.
We're running programs in some of our chapters.
Yes.
For example, in May, you've been invited for one in one of our chapters, because we have chapters across the continent,
yes,
across the country. Let
yes,
me talk about Nigeria.
Yes.
And there's a program coming up in Akwa Ibom chapter.
Yes.
It's called Raising the Next Generation of Female Leaders.
Yes.
It's a program, I'm so happy for that chapter because that program is what AWLO is also all about.
All about.
Bringing them young. What are they doing? They're gathering all the female school prefects in all the secondary school, both private and government school in the state. They're bringing the leaders, that school prefects, who are women, who are ladies.
Wonderful.
Bringing all of them to a hall to equip them so that they will know that they're not just school prefects because they're
yes,
school, but they are leaders.
Yes.
Now they're having a seminar where they're bringing people like you to come and talk to these young girls.
Yes.
And they will take the message back to their school.
Yes.
And they will go back there and start what they call I Lead Club. I Lead Club is a club to change conversation in schools. Wonderful. Because this prefect will go there, start up the club, then these young girls would join as members. Then AWLO will send people who will give them guidelines, monitor. That alone
it's just
in
wonderful.
the next 1 year you can see the impact.
The impact,
because the conversation will change.
Conversation will change, values will change,
values will change,
and the future will change.
The future will change.
It's wonderful.
So, and other chapters are doing, like the FCT, going to schools. They have a time they go to all the schools to talk to the young girls, to talk to even the boys. They do that. And we empower, we give chapters free hands to come up with projects that will change the status of our children and our women.
Wonderful.
You know.
Yeah, Honorable, we can stay here talking about AWLO. It's so rich.
Yeah.
But I just want to use this opportunity, this platform, to say thank you.
Thank you.
For helping women.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for answering the call to be in the midst of women and to inspire them to get together and to advance their cause.
Thank you.
And to also remember the young ones.
Yep.
And really to immortalize the cause of leadership for women on the African continent.
Thank you, ma.
And also in the diaspora.
Thank you, ma.
You are wonderful.
Thank you.
My prayer is that God will continue to not only preserve you, but provide for you and help you to do what you cannot do in accomplishing all the objectives of this program.
Amen.
Thank you.
Thank you,
You're very welcome.
Thank you very much. Yeah. Golden shade.
Welcome.
So nice. Thank you very much, Mother.
Yes.
And I want to thank God for Voice of Eve. I like what you're doing. Thank you for supporting African Women in Leadership Organization. Thank you. You've been one of our media partners. You've supported us in all we're doing. You've been there. And you won't regret it.
Thank you.
We'll get there together.
We'll get there together.
In Jesus' name.
In Jesus' name.
Amen.
Amen. Well, viewers, don't go away. You will be privileged to see some of the clips of AWLO activities outside the conference, and within the conference. You just get to know and feed your eyes with all the testimonies of this wonderful organization for women on the continent of Africa. Please sit back and enjoy. A woman should not be like a man. Don't try to be like a man. Be yourself, but be firm, assertive, committed, focused, prayerfully. You will win. Committed to excellence and meritocracy.
What we're trying to do with the One Mother, One Child is to try and domesticate it in every country, state, every district, every corner, wherever AWLO is established.
Be part of what we're doing. Make sure you want to get the pictures, the updates, everything that have to do with AWLO. You see it on our website, www.awlo.org. African women are great. They are so powerful, and we are so passionate about it. Thank you.
Well, viewers, you have had it all. You've seen it all. It's just wonderful and a very happy thing that there is still so much hope we can live on the prospects of women's leadership on the continent of Africa. There is hope. What is happening through AWLO gives all of us hope, and a very sweet message that we need men to help us, and men and women need each other. We are collaborators in the cause of advancement of the fortunes of Africa together. Thank you all for watching. I am Dr. Violet Arene.